Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's currently Friday night, about 5:30 p.m., and we are about to go run a couple of miles because we are officially in ultra marathon training mode. In about 6 months, I'm going to be running a 50K with my wife in Northern Arizona. For those of you that are brand new here, I run a 7-figure social media marketing agency. That's my business. This channel is all about documenting my journey on that and showing the business side as well as the lifestyle side. And it was a pretty wild week. We locked down 3 deals worth about $250,000 annual recurring revenue to our business. And in the next couple of days, we got to onboard some of those clients between now and next Friday, and it should be pretty interesting. So I'm going to bring you guys along from the ride, show you a little bit of how I prepare for the week, show you some of the training that I'm getting into, and show you some of the business side as well. So if you find it interesting, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below with what you guys think. But for right now, bro, we got to go run these miles. All right, y'all, it is Monday. We had a great weekend. We got some good runs in, went and hit some trails yesterday, just easing back into it. So this morning we got a chill run, just gonna run about 2.5 miles just around the neighborhood here because we got a busy day. We are interviewing for some new roles today, just trying to get through it all. I've got some electrolytes here for the run, and then I've also got some new mushroom coffee called Mudwater that I've been trying. I'm not officially doing one, but I'm trying a bit of a cortisol cleanse, and cutting back on caffeine definitely helps with that. Yeah, we're gonna hit a couple miles, and then we're probably gonna head into WeWork today just because it's a pretty busy day. On super busy days like this, I like to go into WeWork where I'm a little bit less distracted and just kind of go back to back to back to back for all my calls. So I'll bring you guys along for that. But yeah, let's get these miles done. All right, Monday morning run complete. Pretty chill tempo. We got down below 9 minutes per mile. So again, as somebody who's run ultra marathons before, it's super humbling to take a step back and run super slow. But you got to listen to your body. You got to ramp into it. So run complete. We're about to head to WeWork, get into this day. It's going to be a beautiful day. I mean, look at this. Sun is shining, clear skies. Let's get it. Hey, Dominic, how are you? No, that sounds great. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll send over, placeholder for December. We can regroup then. If you have any updates between now and then, you know where to find me. We'll appreciate the time, Dominic. I'll let you get back to your more pressing matters and have a good rest of the week. All right, so hopefully you guys heard a little bit of that last call. That was just an update call with somebody that we've been chasing for a couple of months now, and we've just basically stayed in touch. We're just waiting for their business to basically get to the point where they're ready to invest with us. There's going to be a lot of businesses like that. There's going to be a lot of times that you speak with people and they're just not ready. And that's why you want to nurture them along. You want to stay in touch. You want to place placeholders on the calendar every couple of months so that you can continue being in front of them. And when they're ready to pull the trigger, your agency or your business is who they think of when it's time to move forward. So Stephanie, I was just curious, before we jump down, did you have a chance to look at our Instagram for the Two Guys page or anything like that?
Yeah, I have the Two Guys Build a Biz open.
But Instagram's sort of always been a bit of an afterthought, if that makes sense. Essentially, we're looking for someone who can help us bring some unity to that. How many clients are you currently working with?
So I maxed myself out at 6. I've decided that I just like freelancing. I tried to do an agency. I gave you guys lots of props, but that's so much work. I appreciate it. It was great talking with you all. I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, really quick, I had to leave after the interview with Stephanie earlier today, but my vote is that we go ahead and move on her. I think that we should bring her on right away. I liked the fact that she seems like she can roll up her sleeves. I also liked the fact that she's limiting the number of clients that she works with. That to me tells me that she's, sort of hit the upper limit of her bandwidth. She knows what's realistic and, will have, enough of her attention to make her successful. That's my take. Let me know what you guys think. I'll look for your response in Slack. See ya. So excited, guys. Obviously, you just heard me drop that voice note to my team. Just wanted to let them know. Had a really good interview earlier today. So a big priority for us right now is we're growing our team on the Growth School MMA Blueprint side. So on our agency side, which is my main business, we've done a great job of building team, operationalizing, removing Derek and myself, my business partner, from the fulfillment of services for the agency side. But as Growth School and as the Blueprint have grown, it's still really Derek and I, and then one admin doing pretty much everything. And earlier today, we spoke with 2 candidates for a social media management role. And normally I try and interview as many people as I can for jobs. I try and treat the most rudimentary, basic job in our agency as if I'm interviewing Jeff Bezos to be CEO of Amazon. But oddly enough, today we only had 2 interviews, first 2 people that we've interviewed for this role. And sometimes you find somebody and you're like, yes, that's the person. And I felt like that with Stephanie, who we interviewed earlier today for this role. So yeah, pretty uncommon that I move that quickly and don't want to speak with a bunch of people for a job, which I recommend if you guys are hiring for teams, for businesses that you run, interview them like you're interviewing for the next CEO of Amazon, and you'll bring much better team members on that way. But yeah, sometimes you just know, and I felt like that with this interview today. So excited to potentially bring her on. Hopefully she felt the same way about us, and hopefully it's a fit. All right, everybody. It's Wednesday. It's going to be an absolutely nuts day. Monday of this week, you guys followed along. I was basically pinned in this chair interviewing some great candidates for our new social media manager role. Ended up making Stephanie an offer. She accepted. So she's getting started with us next week already, which is just awesome. But today's going to be wild. I've got 2 client update calls, but I've got a pitch starting here in about 5 minutes. And then I have another 4 pitches this afternoon. Inside of our community growth school, which you can check out in the description down below, I teach the concepts that we use to secure meetings with potential clients, how we run ads, how we do outreach through, cold email, all that good stuff, and how we get meetings like I'm about to have today on the calendar for our business. So if you're interested, check that out. It's also a community of a lot of other entrepreneurs who are just looking to get their first business started online with courses on how to do that and a bunch of other great stuff. So yeah, I'm going to drink my mushroom coffee here, get ready for this pitch because I've barely looked into this company, and we're just going to ride it out, vibe it out, and have a awesome little Wednesday here. So if there's one thing that you guys take away from these videos and me documenting my life and showing you what it actually looks like to run a business and the reality of being at 7 figures per year and still putting in the hours, still managing the team, still growing the business, what I want you guys to understand is that nothing in life is ever going to get easier. Things don't just miraculously become more simple or more easy. Of course, there's leverage and different things that we'll talk about together. But what really happens is that you get better. If you look at the business that I'm running today and the problems that I'm dealing with on a daily basis, they're problems that would have been completely overwhelming for me when I was first getting started. If you took David from 10 years ago, who just quit his job, and dropped him into the role of David today, the old David would be completely overwhelmed. Right? And a lot of you that are just getting started, maybe you're thinking of starting a business, maybe these videos are inspiring to you in some way. Hopefully they are. And you're looking at the top of the mountain of entrepreneurship. It's like being at the base of Mount Everest and looking at the top of a mountain and being completely overwhelmed on how you're going to get there. You need to acclimate to the altitude. You need to go to base camp and then camp 2 and then back down and work your way up there. The same is true for business. Business is a personal development exercise. Entrepreneurship is a personal development exercise described as a job. It's an opportunity to level up and to grow every single day and to put one foot in front of the other. And pretty soon, if you keep doing that, it's going to build on top of itself. And pretty soon, you're going to be running the 7-figure business that you want to be running. Hey, Rob, how are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. Thanks for making the time here. If you could just maybe give me a quick rundown on, sort of what you're up to with a lot of different firms. It sort of falls on you as the client to explain everything. It's usually a very intensive knowledge dump. Our team just really knows the cyberspace incredibly deeply. But yeah, it was great chatting with you. Like I said, I'll follow up with an email here down the line. Let's find a way to do some business together. Well, thanks, Rob. Nice to meet you. All right, so not going to lie, that wasn't the greatest call ever. Guy's super early, barely has a product. But yeah, typically those types of folks don't make it to my calendar. They typically know that they're not able to afford our services and stuff like that, but always happy to connect and do an intro. But here we go, on to the next one. All right, important one. Hat is coming off for this one because we go on camera. Let's get it. Hey Dan, what's the word?
So what does the pricing look like? And the time frame's 3 months, initially, correct?
Yeah, so it's a 90-day pilot. Typically, pricing for the kind of month to month each month, I should say, is about $6 to $7K per month. We are very, very quick to get rolling. We do a lot of the heavy lifting.
In terms of like onboarding, what's typically the ramp?
Like our whole onboarding process from start to finish, typically that's started and complete in about 2 business weeks. We don't win if you guys only stay a client for 3 months, right? We want to work with you guys for, next several years, if not longer. The biggest thing that leads people to come and, find us usually is the fact that, hey, they've grown off of referral or grown through partners, and they don't know where their next opportunity or lead is coming from. Yeah, so what I can do is I can put together sort of a formal proposal. You can read over, some more of our service descriptions, just sort of take a look at that. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good afternoon. Bye. Dang, okay, so just wrapped up 4 pitches in a row. That went really well. My energy is completely zonked. My voice is going. But that is potentially about $30,000 in monthly recurring revenue if all 4 of those move forward. I've got a good feeling about 2 of them. 2 of them I think are going to be a couple of months before they sort of get ducks in a row and can do business with us. Got to get some proposals together here, so going to send those over to my team member Tanya to get rolling and get some help with. Guys, I'm just zonked. That was a lot of fun, but that was a lot of work, and I need to go do some teams. All right, good morning, my friends. Today we are in the home office, and I'm about to jump on a call with somebody that we're actually interviewing for another new role. So trend sort of continues for this week. It's all about hiring people, building a team. This person is a potential hire for our growth school community. And basically our goal with this hire is we want somebody that can help us moderate the group as well as do some trainings, because we're looking for ways that we can provide value to our growth school students that don't require more of Derek and Mai's time. Like, we're already putting a ton of time in. We want to continue offering more value that's going to free us up to work on other things like creating more courses for the community, providing more value into it, and just continuing to reinvest in the success of the community. So this guy's name's Kyle. He's an expert in Facebook ads, and he's somebody hopefully that we can turn loose in the community. So hoping this interview goes well. We've got a couple other candidates lined up as well, so it should be a fun Thursday here.
And a lot of those higher tier programs are bottlenecked, just based off of like my personal time to coach and like jump on calls with people.
Bottom line, they need to like talk to more people, get more like touches to people, and close more deals.
Sounds good. No, it sounds like a great fit, Kyle. Enjoyed talking with you. Let Derek and I sync up, and we'll circle back and figure out next steps. All right, you guys, so it's Friday and we're just wrapping up the week. I've got a couple of client update calls today, but more or less pretty chill. And we just made offers to 2 new team members that we interviewed this week that you guys got to see. We're hiring Stephanie, who's gonna help us with our social media management. So this afternoon, I'm gonna get to work just working on some style guides and stuff like that so we can start training her what we're looking for from next Monday. Something I've learned over the last 8 years of running the business is you need to have process and structure for people when you bring them on. If you wanna see them be successful. It's not something we've always been the greatest at because it's not really a strength for me or my business partner, Derek, but excited to have her on board. And then also we made an offer to Kyle, who we interviewed yesterday. Kyle's being hired for direct support of our community growth school. And we're just heavily investing into growth school right now. The group's not exceedingly huge. We're not making a ton of money from it right now, but we're in a unique position where our agency does really well and we're able to reinvest in what's best for the community and bringing on the right people so we can continue improving the community and making it better, which the residual effects of down the line will be more group members and obviously more profitability and all that stuff, but that's just not our biggest priority right now. We're trying to build the community, make it amazing and as good as we possibly can for the members. So excited to bring Kyle on board. And yeah, overall, great week. Checked pretty much every box that I wanted to before leaving to head back to Minnesota. Gonna be driving all weekend from Arizona to Minnesota for my wedding reception. But thanks for watching. If you haven't already, let me know what you think of the video down in the comments down below. It's been a lot of fun making this style of video for you all. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of stuff coming your way, a lot of updates, a lot of business to be done. So I hope you guys will join me for the ride. And one last plug, check out the Instagram and the Twitter links down below. It's where I share more frequently just because it's easier to post to those platforms than making a long form YouTube video like this. So I hope to connect with you all. Drop a comment. See you later.